হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আজকে বাঙালিদের খুব প্রিয় মিষ্টি রসগোল্লা আমি তৈরি করব। এটা ছানা দিয়ে তৈরি হয় আর হালকা সুগার সিরাপ থাকে। এটা টেস্টিও হেলদিও। গরম গরম রসগোল্লা তো পেটের জন্য খুবই ভালো। আসুন আমি কিভাবে তৈরি করি এটা আপনাদের সাথে শেয়ার করি।
The first step to making rasgulla is the preparation of chana or chhena or paneer, and for that I've taken 1 liter of cow's milk and I've set it to boil. As I'm boiling my milk, I'm continuously stirring it, not allowing the layer of cream to form on it. Since we will be using the milk to make chhena or paneer, the layer of cream or malai, if formed, will make the paneer or chhena very hard. So once my milk is boiled, I'm continuously stirring it still, and also I'm turning off my gas now. To curdle the milk, we are using vinegar here. So I'm taking 2 tablespoons of vinegar, to which I'm adding 4 tablespoons of water. We can also curdle the milk using lemon juice or curd. Diluting the vinegar with water is very important, because if added directly, it will make the chhena very hard. Same applies to lemon juice. Now we will not add the vinegar to a hot boiling milk. We will first get the temperature a little down by adding half a cup of water at room temperature. And then slowly we will start adding the vinegar solution. Few important things to note while we are curdling our milk is that the temperature of the milk should not come down drastically, and it should be hot enough. In case if the temperature of the milk has fallen, put it back on the gas and keep adding the vinegar solution to it little by little. You will see, like the way it's been shown in the video, a grayish greenish water separates from the lumps of chhena. Only when the water has completely separated from the chhena, the curdling process is complete. Now we'll start the process of straining. So I've taken a bowl to collect the whey water, and on top of that I've kept a strainer which is covered with a muslin cloth or a cheesecloth. I start pouring my chhena on it and squeeze out the water, the whey water. After the process of straining, we will be washing the chhena under running water. This will help us to remove the flavor and fragrance of vinegar from it. Wash it at least 2 times fully. Once the chhena has been washed thoroughly, put it in the cheesecloth together and then squeeze out the water. Squeeze the chhena gently like it's been shown in the video. The chhena which is used to make rasgulla should not be very wet, and it should not be also completely dry. It should retain some of the moisture, but very importantly it should not be wet. So put it in a pouch like this and then hang it for at least an hour. It's been an hour now and I'm opening the chhena pouch. The chhena is dry now, all the water has drained out, and you can see that how it crumbles onto the plate. This is of the right texture that we would need. Now with the palm of my hand I would mash the chhena into a smooth consistency. This is a very important step. I will mash the chhena for at least 15 minutes until it is lump free. I have mashed my chhena for 15 minutes now, and look at how smooth it has become. It will not stick to the plate or to my hands now. I am rolling the chhena ball and we'll be dividing it into 15 equal portions. So like this, just keep rolling. I'm making small balls of chana like the way it's been shown in the video with the help of my palms. Just roll it and make it into a smooth balls. You can see how smooth these balls are without any cracks. That is because we've mashed them so well. To make the sugar syrup or chashni, we've taken 1 cup of sugar, and in the same cup measurement, we will be taking 5 cups of water. We will add the water and then keep it on high flame. Keep stirring the sugar gently on high flame until you get a light consistency chashni. For rasgulla, the sugar syrup which is used is very light and it's not as thick as it is used for other sweet dishes. Also, I'm adding 4 pods of cardamom to it to give it a distinct flavor. Now as my sugar syrup is done, I've started putting my chena balls into the syrup one by one. The bubbling of the syrup is very important, so do not put all the chena balls together into the syrup. Add it one by one. While we make rasgullas, the flame is always kept on high and the bubbling of the water is very important. We will be covering it now for at least 7 to 8 minutes. When we cover the pot with a lid, it forms a kind of a foam on top of the rasgullas. This formation of foam is also very important because it cooks the upper layer of the rasgullas. You can see now when I've removed the lid how big the rasgullas have become. So they've soaked in the syrup and they have swollen up in size. It almost becomes double the size. Keep adding hot water to the syrup, not allowing it to thicken. Keep covering the rasgullas also. Cook it for at least 20 minutes. And once you've cooked for 20 minutes, the test to know it's done is take water at normal temperature and dip a ball of rasgulla. If it settles down, if it sinks, which means it's cooked, like the way it's showed in the video. So this is a time-taking process and the cooking will at least take you 20 to 25 minutes on the gas. And you should cook it by covering it with a lid. So my rasgullas are ready here and I will be cooking it for another 5 minutes and then I will rest it for 5 more minutes. My rasgullas have come to a room temperature now and I'm putting it into a serving bowl. My personal favorite is to have hot rasgullas, but you can also refrigerate them for 6 to 7 hours. You see how much of syrup has gone into the rasgullas when I'm squeezing them, and when I put it back to the bowl, it swells up again. So this is how your rasgullas should be, spongy and fluffy. Hope this video was helpful and you must try it out at home. Bon appetit, guys.